Hello, good morning, good noon, good afternoon, and good evening everyone. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to GUNPLA Bear Show. And today we'll have a full review of the Core G3 Color and V2 unit plus support weapons unit by Daban. And this is a bootleg. Okay, so we'll tackle about the core, the G3 Color, the Core Gundam in G3 Color. We'll also talk about the V2 unit itself, and also the main attraction for this kit is the support weapons unit, which is you need to buy this separately in Bandai, but here it's on one box. Okay, so let's go and let's have first the Core Gundam in G3 Color. Okay, so here is your Core Gundam in G3 Color. Now let's go to its aesthetics. So the same with your Bandai, which has it used the same color schemes here, which is your violet, your lavender, dark violet also, and the green parts right here. So we have also the clear green part in the chest, and we use some stickers above on the head camera, as you can see it, that green one, but at the back I didn't use it because it's a little bit crappy, so I just used my green metallic Gundam marker. And the same with the eyes, if you can see it. Let's try to reflect it in the light so that you can, okay, that's it. As you can see there, it's not this sticker, it is the green metallic Gundam marker that I use in this part, okay, because the eyes also is a little bit crappy, so it's not good for me. So now let's go to its articulation. So the articulation, the head can turn 360, it can go down, up, and also tilt at the side and another side. Your shoulders can move around 360, the same with the other side. The elbow can bend, the same with the other side also. The wrist can rotate, and you only have one manipulator here, or hand. Okay, now let's have the waist, which the waist cannot rotate 360 but can move a little bit on that side, then another twist on the other side, because if you will force to move it 360, the skirt here, the front skirt here will possibly detach, because it will force it outside, so just be careful. Okay, so now we'll have now your skirts, which your skirts can go up and down. You can separate it, but for me I just did it that way. Okay, so your legs, now the legs can go 360, so it have that articulation which can go rotate in 360, and it can kick that high at the front, and it can also kick that on the back. Okay, so the same, it has a good articulation as a Core Gundam. Okay, and it has also a bend on its knees and another bend here in the ankle, which we can use it for the transformation. Okay, so the feet has also those articulations which you can tilt right that part, and also here, and also this part right here. So that's for the articulation at the front part. Now at the back, the beam saber handles here can go up, and can go back to its form or position, which is down, so it can go up and down, and nothing on the bat flap. Okay, so another part of the design here is that it has panel line opportunities, and I just put a little bit effort for that. So I put some panel lines at the face, especially on the face sculpt here, and also at the side here, that black part, it's a panel line. Another one here, and all the parts that needs panel line, you should put it, because this kit shouts for panel lining, because it will add more details for it. Okay, now let's go to its additional parts, which is the shield and the beam rifle, and also the attachment at the back. Okay, so let's have first at the back. So you can put this part here on that way, because it has some 3mm holes here, which you can use in adding some weapons that you want to. Now we'll have your beam rifle, which this beam rifle is very easy. It's just like a sandwich type, so it has two parts, and then just slap it together and good to go. Now you can put it right in the hand like that, and then another one here. Okay, so for this kit, it has some minor issues, and that is natural because this is a bootleg, a third-party kit, not the original. Whatever terms you use, a fake, yes, it's a fake because it's not the original one. Still, I feel the vibes of a better kit than the other bootlegs. So for me, it's a buy for me. It's good. It's a good kit. It's a better way to use for some customizations. Okay, for me, okay, that's my own opinion, but it still depends on you if you really want it to. So let's go first to its pros. It really feels something like original, especially if you just see it visually like that. It's like the original one, but when you look it more closer, you can really see that there are some sculpt there doesn't look like the original one, and that is considerable because again and again this is a bootleg, and that is natural that you can find some mistakes on the copy. Okay, so first that I saw, so let's start at the head. So I would like to remove the head so that you can have focus it. So at the head part, one of the cons here is that the stickers at the reflective eyes here cannot be used because the eyes are so not good. As you can see there, it reflects light, but for me it doesn't add up to the effect, so that's why I consider painting it. Okay, so next cons here is that the mold here at the side, as you can see here, let me focus it if I can. Okay, this part right here, this part here and here, it must have some sculpt here, but what happens is maybe the mold of the Daban is not so good and not deeper in details. So what happens here is that it just only flat in here on this part. Okay, the same also at this part here, and then another one, this head here, this part of the head here. As you can see, there is something, it's like there's something that was molded here. As you can see there, can you see that like that? Okay, so another con. Then at the back also, I didn't use the sticker of the back camera. I just used green metallic marker of the Gundam marker because as you can see here, that is should be the number 3, but the number 3 sticker is a little bit bigger than the dead sticker inside, so you still need to cut it, and instead of cutting, I just used the Gundam marker, and it's much more better and more reflected than the sticker. Okay, so that's for the head. So let's get it back to its body. Next is in your torso or in chest. So let's focus on the chest part. The clear green here, as I saw it in my Bandai G3 color Core Gundam, the clear green part here is more clear and more awesome looking, but as you can see here, a little bit smoky, a smoky clear green part here. So but it's okay, it's okay if you cannot compare it into the Bandai, it's okay, but when you see the Bandai one, the clear green part really shows it that there is a big difference of the clearness of this clear green part right here. Okay, next is at your shoulders. So the shoulders, the same with it, it can go rotate, so it's very good. But the difference here is the joint. So the upper part is good, but right here, let me remove the beam rifle first. If you move it there, as you can see, it's very hard to move. Okay, so it's very hard to move. Not the same with the Bandai, that's very easy. But a little bit of filing, maybe it will solve the problem. But for me, I just let it like that so that I can show you what will be the instances if you will not file the parts and see what happens. It's very hard. The joints right here is very hard to move. Okay, but it's just a minor cons. Okay, so the legs, nothing, it's okay, and at the back it's okay also. So that's it for its some issues. So we're done with the Core Gundam in G3 color. Okay, so here it is, your V2 unit. So let's have first, I know when it is in this form, it doesn't have too much articulation, but the form of the V2 here, or the V2 unit here, or the Venus armor, is very great. It's very nice that it's really like the same with the original one. If you just pose it like that, and I will let you show at the front view, or the top view of it, and so it's very nice. At the bottom, it's very nice, and it's also included the stand, so it's very nice also. So the stickers right here, I use also the reflective stickers at the head part of your unit, and also use the stickers also here in the, it's not a V-fin anymore, but it's the attachment at the head when you transform it. So this is the green part, and the cons here is that the sticker is not at the center. The green part is not at the center. It's very disturbing that the green is at the other side. As you can see there, it's not equal. Maybe it's not so obvious in the camera, but for me here in personal, you can really see it that the green is not at the center. Okay, so that is your V2 unit, and I also forgot that there are some V2 weapons that was attached here. This one and the other here at the bottom. So now let's have our V2 weapons together with our V2 unit. Let's go. Okay, so here is your V2 unit with your V2 weapons, and it is now the complete V2, or the Venus armor with the V2 weapons, and it's very nice. If you just look at in its pose, it's really like the original one, so it's really great. Now let's go to its quality or its aesthetics. Same with the Bandai one, it's very great, but I also see some difference here in your Bandai, and what it is the plastic quality. Okay, the plastic quality, especially the plastic quality of the V2 weapons. This is the part which you can really feel that it is a bootleg, because there are some parts here that a little bit disturbing for me. Okay, I don't know if you can see it in the monitor, but as you can see here, right there are some mold lines there. It's something, if it's this part, it's like a horizontal lines, little horizontal lines that something scratching at the part here. So it's very disturbing for me if I see it. Okay, and also cons when equipping your Venus armor to this form. Okay, and what it is this part, it's very hard to equip, and also when you equip it, it's also very hard to detach. Okay, so I will just detach this one and let you see how hard it is. Okay, see that sometimes you can't pull the joints out with this part, so something it just breaks. So just be careful, because there are some pegs here that you may be broke if you just force it out. So you need to be gentle in this part right here. Okay, so this is now your V2 weapons together with this one. Okay, so this is the part which you will attach at the back of the V2 Gundam, and these two here will be the parts that you will attach to the beam rifle of the V2 Gundam. Okay, so again and again, this is the part which you can really feel that is the bootleg, because the plastic quality is very different, a little bit cheap than the plastic quality of the armor, and also to the core Gundam. And I will like to add here that there is also some mold lines here, as you can see. I don't know if you can, right there, let me focus it, right there, as you can see there, you can see those lines. Those were not intentionally put right there. Maybe it's because of the mold that they use. Okay, and also it will continue in this part, as you can see there, right there. Okay, that one here. So it has that scratches, and it is already present when I open the box. If you want to correct this one, you need to file it and then smoothen the part. Okay, so just be careful, especially the joints. There are some joints that is very hard, so let's combine these weapons here and armor with your Veetwo Gundam. Okay, so now let's go to the video which we transform this awesome kit. Okay, so before we continue, I would like also to let you see that this Daban also make a very good move, which is they include a clear stand for your V2 Gundam, and it's so very nice because in the Bandai doesn't have this one. Okay, so you need to buy other kits to have this clear stand. It's very nice. So just an additional part for your V2 Gundam. Okay, so let's proceed to the review. Okay, so here it is right now, the fully transformed V2 Gundam. So as you can see, again and again, if you just look it, it's very nice, and it's really like an original Bandai kit. But when you hold it and when you play with the articulation, you will really know that this is not a Bandai. Okay, so it's really good to pose. Articulations were still the same. Joints were not weak, so it's very okay. We're not weak. Okay, it's weak. It's now weak because it has this big gun right here, a big it's like a cannon. Okay, but this is just an improvement of the beam rifle of the core Gundam, attaching some of the V2 weapons. And then at the part right here, as you can see, if there's nothing, something that the V2 is holding, the articulation is still good, the joints is still good, but here, it's getting weak, it's getting sugged like that. Okay, so the V2 weapons articulation, the same. You can pull it there, back and front. It doesn't have any kind of articulation anymore. It's just like that. The skirts is more longer right now. We also have the back skirts, but as you know, the back skirt is just staying like that. It doesn't move. So as you can see, there's the feet of the core Gundam, and let's go closer. And as you can see there are seam lines right there which doesn't close because of the fitting issues. Okay, there are some fitting issues also. Okay, so but it's just the sole part, so it's at the bottom, so it's not be visible anymore, so it's still good. Okay, so same issues also with the Bandai, which the rifle or the beam rifle that uses will not be the same color of your V2 weapon right here, so you will have a different color here of your beam rifle when it's attached with the V2 weapons. Okay, so more articulations here, the same. So again, the feet now will become the knee, and here the feet here still have those articulation. It's still very good, and you can still pose some very articulated posings, and it can withstand the weight. Yep, it can withstand the weight, and it's very nice. Okay, so that's it, and this will be the remaining part of your Venus unit here, or the V2 unit. Okay, and now let's have the additional parts that we have here. We have also two long beam sabers for the V2 Gundam, and we also have two short beam effects here for your core Gundam, the remaining shield that the V2 Gundam doesn't use, also the attachment at the back We also have this one, which is an attachment, and as I know, this is used for the Mars 4 Gundam. And then another part here which you can use for attaching when you use the V2 weapons for customization for other kits. And we have some extra polycaps, and just store them because if emergency will happen, maybe some of the polycaps right there can be used for other kits. So as you can see, for me, the colors here, let's have just that posing. Okay, so the colors here for the V2 Gundam is much more darker than the V2 Gundam of Bandai. So we'll have a separate video for comparisons of the V2 Gundam and the V2 Gundam of the Bandai. Okay, so we'll just compare them when they are in this mode already, when it is transformed. And also I will do a separate video for trying to equip a Bandai unit to this core Gundam, which is I have an extra Earth 3 armor or Earth armor, which I use the core Gundam for the murky one. So let's see if it will fit to this core Gundam. Okay, so that's it. So guys, thank you so much for watching. For me, this kit is a buy for only 340 pesos. I think it's only 349 pesos. I bought it here in the Philippines, so I think it's away 700 to 800 pesos, much cheaper than the Bandai one. So I think it's more builders would like to buy this kit so that they can have, or they can complete the core Gundam series of units. You can find these kits online, especially in Shopee. It's very available right now. Many sellers or online sellers are selling this kit, so it's not possible that you can buy this one. So I think that's for the review of our Daban core Gundam in G3 color and V2 unit plus V2 weapons or the support weapons unit. But it's not Bandai, okay? It's Daban. Okay, so for me, it's a buy. So thank you so much, guys. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and please hit that notification bell so that you'll be informed for my next videos. Okay, so that's all for now. So good morning, good noon, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Jake De La Paz signing off. GUNPLA Show signing off. Daban, you do a great job right here. It's heavy. It's really nice. Bye.